The search engine Google is showing this doodle in United States for celebrating Susan B. Anthony's 200th birthday. And the year 2020 also happens to mark the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage in the US. Susan B. Anthony was an American social reformer and women's rights activist who played a pivotal role in the women's suffrage movement. Susan B. Anthony fought tirelessly for decades to earn women the right to vote in the US and is recognized as one of the US most important figures of the women's suffrage movement. Susan Brownell Anthony was born on this day in 1820 in Western Massachusetts, US. As a child, she was inspired by the idea that all people were born equal, regardless of their race or gender. An introduction through her father to prominent abolitionists like Frederick Douglass and William Lloyd Garrison first ignited her passion for social change. In 1851, Anthony met reformer Elizabeth Cady Stanton, beginning a 50-year partnership focused on women's rights advocacy. On November 5, 1872, Anthony walked into a voting station in Rochester, New York, and cast a vote in the presidential election, defying the law at the time which denied women the right to vote. 2 weeks later, she was fined $100, that is over $2,100 today, drawing national attention to the cause. She refused to pay the fine, proclaiming, "I shall never pay $1 of your unjust penalty." Anthony remained an active leader of the women's suffrage movement for decades, including serving as president of the largest suffrage association in the US and speaking to crowds across the country to lobby for change. In 1920, nearly 50 years after Anthony first cast her ballot, women in America were finally granted the right to vote with the passage of the 19th Amendment. Though this amendment did not include women of color, the franchise was extended through the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The US Treasury Department honored Anthony's legacy in 1979 by placing her image on the dollar coin, making her the first woman in history to be depicted on US currency.